Hey, good morning. It's December 27th. This is our update on the governor's race for the Democratic nomination for the state of Georgia in the year 2026. It's December 27th, 2025, so we're still way out. But I'm beginning to do these analysis videos, just very short, just a couple minutes long, just to give people an idea of what's going on within each race that we're going to be voting on in 2026. So let me share the screen here and we'll take a look at some things. The governor's race is very crowded. That's pretty much the best way to say that. Let me get to, well, I don't have, oh, here we go. Okay, I do have that open. This gives you an idea of how many people have filed to run for governor, and this isn't even all of them. There's still one or two more beyond this because there's two different sites now that you have to go to to find out state candidates. This is the old uh, website, still there. It still has information on it. It's efile.ethics.ga.gov. It's the Ethics Commission website that's been there. So most candidates have filed on it, but they've also opened up a new one, which is peachfile.ethics.ga.gov. That's going to be the Ethics Commission's new website. It's already up and running. And I think over time, all the candidate accounts will have to be transitioned over to this one. So it's a little bit confusing. It's always confusing. It's even more confusing right now because there's a website change going on. But you can see that here there's 23 various people who are listed as running for governor, both parties, and also some nonpartisan people. A few of these are not running for governor. I'll go through those. I'm going to go through the Democratic ones, uh, and I'll mention the Republican ones as fast as I can. But between the two, there's roughly 2 dozen or so candidates for governor, but that's because it's an open seat. Kemp can't run again, so it's a sort of a free for all on both sides. So let me go through the candidates that are running on the Democratic side, just briefly, just to give you an idea of who they are. The first one is Akhenaten Hotep Amun, who is apparently someone who's ran for office before, but really hasn't gotten anywhere with it. He does not have a website, as far as I can tell. He does have LinkedIn and I think one or two other social media platforms, Instagram, that kind of thing. So you can probably find something about him. He's apparently he's got a PhD in not really sure what it is, but I mean, so I don't know anything about him. I don't want to. I'm not trying to dismiss the guy, but uh, he sometimes there's people that just run for office, you know. We'll see where that goes. But right now, the fact that he doesn't even have a website is that's usually one of my little red warning flags. And a lot of people ask me about candidates, especially for this race, and I'm just trying to be as honest with you as I can. I don't have a favorite yet. There's so many people. I'm still like all of you. I'm trying to sift through all of this information as best I can. So he's a candidate. We'll see if he actually files and runs in March. Keisha Lance Bottoms is former mayor of Atlanta. Uh, right now, if there was a favorite in this very packed field, she's probably it. The very little polling that's been done seems to show her in the lead, but it doesn't show her having like 50% or more. It just nobody's going to have that in this crowded field. She has name recognition in and around Atlanta because she was mayor of Atlanta. She's not currently the mayor of Atlanta. She served one term, did not run for reelection. And so now she's running for governor. So she's running, and like I said, right now, she's probably the favorite based on mostly on name recognition than anything else. But she seems to have been a fairly popular mayor of Atlanta. Uh, I don't, I haven't heard too many people speaking out against her. I know there was the issue with the Cop City thing that was going on while she was mayor. It started to happen while she was mayor. So I don't know if that's impacted her much or not, but we'll find out as we go. Olu Brown is sort of a minister who is running. Again, I don't really know a whole lot about him. He does have a website. You can see it here. Let me just go through the Keisha, Lance Bottoms website is keishaforgovernor.com. Olu's website is oluforga.com. And I'll just give you guys these sites and you can look at them. One of the candidates I get the most information or most requests on is Jeff Duncan, who is the former lieutenant governor of Georgia, who was the lieutenant governor as a Republican. He ran afoul with Trump during the 2020 election. Duncan spoke out against Trump, basically saying he was just trying to steal the election in Georgia. He did not run for re-election in 2022, and because he knew basically his goose was cooked in the Republican Party, and now he switched over to the Democratic Party and is running for governor. You can take all of that, as people do, and go one of two ways with it. He showed courage, and he's a convert. That's positive, or he decided he couldn't do it as a Republican anymore, and he switched over as Democrat, and he's just being opportunistic. That's the criticism of him. I'm not taking either side there. I'm just saying that's what people tend to think. They fall into one or two camps about it. I think the people who may support him believe that he may be the most electable person in the primary in a general election environment. Now, the primary, I don't know that he's going to have a lot of convincing of people to do, but that's just an honest assessment. Whether he can do that, I have no idea. But he is there. Another person I get requests about because he seems to be running a very active campaign, but he's not yet quite known well across the state, is Jason Estevez. He's a current state senator. Uh, he's a younger guy. If you're looking for youth and sort of vitality, not saying there are other people aren't young. I'm 59, so I have no room to talk about anybody. But Jason is one of the younger candidates running, and so I think that favors him as well as him being very personable, uh, sort of a magnetic personality, that kind of thing. So Jason seems to be a very likable guy. He's got a couple early endorsements. Jason Carter endorsed him, but you know, other than that, I can't really say much. I can't say much about any of these people, really. Derek Jackson is a current state senator or state representative who is running for governor. Again, I don't know Derek very much. I've seen and heard him speak on Zooms, that sort of thing. So he is in politics. He's been in state politics for a while. He is running for governor, and so that's pretty much all I can tell you there. Now, one person whose name is on that long list I showed you, Justin Laster. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. I can't find a website for him. I found this, which says he's running for the eighth CD in Congress. So I don't know if the governor thing is a mistake, a misfiling. Maybe it's a different Justin Laster. I don't know if there's a father-son out there or something. So he may or may not be a candidate for governor. He's listed as having filed for governor, but he's also showing up as running for Congress. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Ruhr Rahman is a another state legislator who is running for governor. Again, I don't know Ruhr. I've heard other people who like her very much. Seems to be a very outgoing, very personable type, and so again, one of these people you may or may not have encountered in state politics. I don't know much about her yet, but I'm trying to find out more as I am about most of these people. Mike Thurman is somebody who's been around in the Democratic Party for a long time. If there's a number two person behind Keisha Bottoms, as far as early polling goes, it's probably Mike. Mike was one of the last statewide Democrats to be elected before 2025. He was the labor commissioner, and he's been the DeKalb County Commission chairman for a number of years. So Mike is a well-known personality. If you've ever met Mike, you'll never forget him. Great speaker, boundless energy, been in politics for a long time. So Mike certainly is one of the candidates who probably is a little bit further out in front, along with Bottoms. and maybe either Duncan or Estevez. That's a guess. Right now, I just can't say. And I think no, there are one more again, kind of like the first one I mentioned. This person's name is Ocean Zotique. He's filed for running for governor. I believe he has filed for run for stuff before. The only thing I could find about him online is an Instagram account. So again, we'll find out if he's one of the candidates who's actually running or just sort of has filed as we go along. And I think that does it as far as the Democrats go. Let me get back to where that's. Okay. Now, there's a lot of Republicans. I'm not going to go through the Republicans just blow by blow. Uh, the ones who are most favored would be Chris Carr, who's the current Attorney General. Let me just go through these real fast. Burt Jones, the current Lieutenant Governor, is one of the favorites. And I would suspect that Brad Raffensperger, the current Secretary of State, is a favorite as well. So that's probably just like with the U.S. Senate race. There's three Republicans that seem to be out front. I can't tell you who's got the advantage. These the contribution figures. There's a whole lot of people with zeros. I wouldn't take too much stock in that yet because that just means they probably haven't filed yet. They don't have to until the end of the year, and we're coming up on that. So we'll see who's gathering up the most money and who's gathering up the most support on both sides of the ticket. I think that we'll have a runoff on both sides of the ticket with this many people running in each party. That's almost a certainty. Whether or not there's a third candidate, third party libertarian or independent, what have you, I think they all have to do a petitioning process this time. So I'm not sure if that's really going to happen or not. But the qualifying will be in the first week of March. The primary is May 19th, and the runoff will be about a month after that, June 17th or 18th, somewhere in there. So we have a couple of months left to sort of figure this out. We will be putting up videos of as many of these candidates who will interview with us in the months and weeks ahead. So stand by to look for those, and thanks for watching. We'll give you further updates as we get them.